Viewer requested video on my cook system. They specifically asked, what type of pots and pans do I use when I'm out in the backcountry? Let's go ahead and take a look at that next. Before we get into this too much, just know this, I keep it very simple. So I'll go into some philosophy in depth a little bit after I show what I use. But it's the this is the Snow Peak 7000, I believe, titanium mug. So it's kind of expensive. Anytime you go titanium, the price is going to be up there. Reason I go titanium is because of weight. Reason I go simplicity, partly because of weight. The other part is I want to keep it simple so that I don't bring a bunch of stuff that I have to clean when I get home and that I have to manage out here in the field. And I'll show you some other tricks and tips that I use this to keep it clean but still eat. Now, the other thing I do is I nestle my MSR Pocket Rocket inside. This is going to be part of the stove. We'll get into that in a minute. There's the Snow Peak mug. You can see it's got a couple of handles there. They'll fall in. And then you've got a lid. Lid has a couple of little hooks right there. And then you can see that little slot to drink from or to pour out of. Also, another little piece I added was some wire. Just wrap that around so that way I can hang it over the fire as well as putting it, on the ground right by the embers. So it kind of depends on how the setup of the fire is, what I'm using it for, all that kind of good stuff. Here is the Pocket Rocket. I highly recommend this one, guys. This is a great little stove and it's also very affordable. I think it's one of the better ones out there on the market. You've got 3 little wings here that open up. Now you can set your pot on top of it, like so, and do your cooking. It's very small, it's very lightweight, and like I said, it's really quite affordable. So that's one reason I've really enjoyed this. I've been using this one for years. And for those that don't know, that are kind of new to this stuff, what it does is it just screws directly into your fuel canister. And then you're off and running pretty much. You open that. That sends out your fuel. Now they have these type of canisters that are very small and lightweight. They also have these bigger canisters that you can take. Maybe it's a longer trip you're going on. So it kind of depends on what you're after. A very simple system. Again, I'm trying to keep things lightweight, but also I'm just trying to keep the amount of gear that I bring down because I don't like to manage it all when I'm out there. I don't like to manage it when I get home as far as cleaning it, storing it, putting it away, all that kind of good stuff. So what I mainly try to use this for is just to heat water. And the stuff I use, I pour in bags and then eat directly from the bag. That way I minimize my necessity to clean the pots and pans. So I really love eggs, bacon, breakfast foods, but again, I typically just like to keep the cooking part of it simple when I'm out backpacking. Camping? Well, that's a different story. I forgot a spoon, so I went ahead and made one. Very crude spoon, but it was kind of a fun process. Now, this is one thing I'm talking about. A lot of the food I get is like instant potatoes. One thing, those are really cheap. Man, you guys, again, I've shown this before, but not for a long time. Oatmeal, really like oatmeal in the mornings, but what I do, instead of pouring this into my Snow Peak, because then you get all that oatmeal that you have to clean up afterwards, and I hate cleaning up. So what I do is I'll just cut that top of that oatmeal pack open, pour the water directly in the bag, and then get in there, mix it up, and then I just eat it straight from the bag. Cuts down on the cleanup, because to me, I'd rather be up here running around doing stuff than cleaning dishes. Do enough of that at home. Good stuff, easy cleanup. So there you go, guys. There's a look at my my pots and pan, or in this case my mug, that I use to cook with out here. I try to make it easy as possible. I'm exploring some ideas, possibly in the future, getting a little more creative with the food, but again, a lot of it comes down to just trying to keep it simple when I'm out here. I like oatmeal. Thanks much for watching, guys. We'll see you.